Stay, hold the GoPro, hold the GoPro, hold the GoPro. I got it. This is one of those videos that I don't think I could possibly do by myself. We're reaching out for help. This is our friend right here. He's gonna help us build the bowl. Is that an orange? That's not a ball, that's an orange. We need the help of a trained professional.
Hi, I'm JR. This is Junk Tramp.
You guys have probably seen this, what do you call it, facility?
Yes.
Yeah, you've probably seen this facility in a couple YouTube videos. He's gonna help us bring this video to life. I had the idea, I have no idea how to actually bring it to life.
I think we're gonna cut some styrofoam in big circles, thick styrofoam, put plywood top and bottom, and bolt that together, and that'll pretty much be our raft. And then we gotta form a bowl somehow.
This is gonna be so much fun. And then you have a trailer and something to like tow it with. I think that's gonna be my favorite part of the entire video, is driving down the road with a ramen bowl in the back.
Yeah.
So are we, just the bottom's gonna be the floaty part, right? And the bowl is just gonna be
make our like ring,
the base of it, and then see if we can stand on it or
go
float.
put it in some water. Say we just section this off.
Oh, that was the worst sound I've ever heard in my entire life. I guess all it comes down to is like, oh, that sound. Does that not affect you?
I love it.
Does that affect you?
I mean, it sucks, yeah.
Okay. All it comes down to is how the bowl's painted. That's what's really gonna like make the appearance, you know?
Yeah, but you're right. Like this high, it's gonna look like a cereal bowl.
I'm convinced this is the worst sound that I've ever heard. Ah. I don't like how he's putting me in charge already. Who puts me in charge of my own videos? Let's go. Yes. It looks good on your all black outfit. Dang, I made a pretty good base.
I feel like we should be more precise with our lines on that plywood. I mean, I feel that way, but we're not gonna do that.
Okay. Oh, I'm scared to do anything on it. I feel like I'm gonna like land and spring off into the neighbor's yard.
It's a possibility.
I like jump on a trampoline every day. Probably get so in shape. It's like cardio, abs, legs, arms.
I mean, there's probably a better tool for this, but that one's really fun.
My line always like starts out so good and I go like an inch in right here every time. I love working with power tools. Makes me feel like a man. The opposite. It's the base of a ramen bowl right there. I'm helping. I'm the supervisor. That one didn't really feel like it grabbed.
I think we have an 80% shot. I'm going 80. What do you think?
I think it'll float. It's just a matter of how I get there.
You get on it?
Yeah. Cause I think like if I'm perfectly balanced, I might float. I give it a 60.
Not as optimistic as I hope.
Well, it's good to like have lower hopes so that you're surprised, but it actually works.
Okay. I see your plan now.
50. All goes well. This floats. We just go back and add the walls to it.
Yeah.
Do we have a plan B if it doesn't float?
Not at all. I've got nothing.
Okay. I mean, logically, like scientifically, physically, realistically, it should float. It's styrofoam. That's all I have to back up my logic. Would have been a lot more convenient if you had a pool.
Yeah. Well, we do have a pool, but this is more fun.
You do have a pool?
That's so boring though.
We had to go test out to see if this thing floats, so he takes me to a pond. We get here, he tells me he has a pool.
Hey.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's just feel. Yeah, I'm gonna take my socks off.
How's that 60% chance this works feeling?
I mean, 60% chance it floats. 20% chance I stay on it. So do I just get on it? Well, how do I get back?
You got a paddle, dude.
Paddle.
With what? I'm gonna put a little bit of weight on it.
It's actually working pretty well.
How much are you supporting it right now?
None.
Really?
I'm just keeping you close to the bank.
Am I floating?
Yeah, you're gold, dude.
So we're good. Oh, here I go. Into the lake. With this super strong current we have pushing me. I'm not gonna lie, it works better than I thought. Like, no water's coming up, and I can stand. Did you think I'd be able to stand?
Do you want me to sit on it to see what happens when 2 people are on it?
Yeah. Come on in, Gabe. I'd love to have you on here. So get on like that edge a little bit. Just ease yourself on in here. Are we on?
We're on.
Okay. Should we try to stand up or no?
I don't know if that's a good idea.
If you want to get wet.
Hold on, just relax.
Relax. Alright, stand up. Oh no! Oh, Gabe! You're taking on water! What do we do? Come! How do we get back?
Dude, this is actually pretty like...
It looks so small from up here. But yeah, we're floating. Nice day at the lake.
Nice day at the lake.
One person completely fine.
Yeah.
2 people, you're gonna get a little wet, but you're not gonna sink.
Yeah, we're chilling.
High five.
Well, if you want, we could pick up another layer of styrofoam.
You know, knock on wood, should have been going way too well. Something bad's gotta happen soon. Oh my god, I almost just chopped you in half.
Yeah, so basically what we did was we did an 8-foot radius circle. We did like chicken wire, like really thin PVC pipes. Made that dome structure basically. We took these like clay sheets, like it's like sheets of like mesh that have clay in them already. But I will say to not fucking do it the way we did it. Find another way.
All this information tells me not to do it. Why?
Because the Patrick the Star shit cracked like immediately.
I used to build steel ships. They're heavy.
Yeah, light in that. little bit light in that.
Take 3/4 plywood and cut our ribs out of that. And then 3/4 plywood rim.
Yeah, because they only have to be,
Only 3 feet tall. A little bit of curve in it.
oh yeah.
I feel so useless in this conversation. What a convenient guy to run into. That guy literally made boats. Like, what are you making? Oh, a floating ramen bowl? He's like, oh, I make boats. Like, wow. This thing better work. I spent $215 on a giant floating ramen bowl. How many views this YouTube video gets? It might not be the most profitable YouTube video, but it will be the most fun. And that's what matters, is having fun, right?
Yeah.
Do what you love, it's not about the money. Thumbs up this video, please. My manager reached out to Top Ramen about like, you know, sponsoring videos or like working forward with them, getting a contract. And they replied very professionally, very like well-mannered and well put, but they pretty much said, why would we pay him if he does all this promotion for free? And I was like, damn, that's a great question. They sent me like 20 packets of ramen once. It's like 80 cents.
Yeah.
Like, should I try to make it to the black mat after, or?
Whatever you want.
Uh-huh. Oh man, dude. Alright. It's enough of that. Back to work, boys. Let me just finish off the rest of this circle. That literally makes sense. We're trying to figure out the space in between these here, because we have to put this top ring on. And it's 5 feet at the bottom, like the diameter, 82-inch diameter at the top. There's an 8-inch gap in between here. We're trying to figure out the gap between here on the top. By quick math skills, you set up a quick proportion here. You know that 60 over 8, 82 over x. It makes so much more sense in my head. So you cross multiply here, 8 times 82, 82 divided by 60, you get x equals 10.9. That makes perfect sense, leaving a 10.9 inch gap in between the top ring. He's over here doing all sorts of fancy math, trying to figure it out.
No, I'm just looking at Instagram.
Oh. I feel so smart right now. I did a staple. That was fun. go test it out. We have this canvas stuff, a white canvas thing that we're gonna wrap it in that'll make it look like an actual ramen bowl. So we're gonna go test it before putting the canvas on just to make sure it's in tip-top shape, it's ready for the canvas, it's ready to be painted. It looks pretty sick, dude.
Feels a little sketchy on
It feels very sketchy.
Like the sticks are gonna break.
Yeah. I feel like I'm part of a parade. Remember how we went to the pond earlier because it didn't have a pool? We're at the pool. I don't know why we went to the pond earlier.
Oh, no way.
Dude, it floats
It
so good.
floats.
It floats well.
Oh my god, dude.
Can you do it? Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Dude,
We're so good.
we're chilling.
Yeah, it drains its own water. The water goes back out the sides.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a miracle. It's a ramen miracle. Okay, now see, it's all making sense now. Oh god, the more I look at it, the more it hurts. Okay, yeah. Good job, Garrett. You're fucking killing it, dog. Does that look anything right? That's half of it? That's it. That's the ramen bowl. That's definitely it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That's 100% perfect.
Yeah.
Just that. Boom, boom, boom. All the way around. It's about to start taking shape. It's gonna look marvelous. We've worked into the night hours of the night. It's night time. We got the coating. We were gonna use these as like the walls of it, but then we found this that ended up working better because it's a little bit stretchier. Coating it with some, what is this? Coating it with some elastomeric glue. Nope, paint. I hailed a few too many paint cubes. It's gonna go right there, all the way around in red spray paint. That's gonna be like the real, once these are on, it's gonna look real. No one's gonna be able to tell that it's not a real ramen bowl. I'm tired. It's officially been, 11 hours. I don't even have to say anymore.
I don't have anything either. Whoa.
Oh god!
Good control.
Ew!
Dude.
Oh god! The paint literally said two things on it. It was like, don't paint before nightfall and don't paint before rainfall. And it's nighttime and raining. Piece de resistance. I gotta make sure it's nice and shaken up. Alright.
You're good at that.
I practice. It's our first attempt with the stencil.
Oh my.
I think that's perfect.
That looks great.
Wonderful.
Success.
Now like 20 more. That is literally the last of the paint. I just want to look at it from far away. Dude, it's a giant bowl of ramen. You can't mistake that. Can't have ramen without chopsticks.
Dude. Holy shit. Time to drive all the way back to LA with the ramen bowl behind us.
It's gonna be a fun drive. Lower your car, they said. It'd be nice and practical, they said. I'm completely stuck. I can't go forward because it'll rip it off. Just a normal truck driving by. Oh wait, what's that? A giant bowl of ramen? Let's go! Dude, this is the dream come true for me. I never thought I'd see the day. I never thought I'd be driving behind a giant bowl of ramen. It's true. I didn't want to float alone. You know, what if something bad happens? I need companionship, so. Who else is better to float down the river with me than someone I floated down the river with before? It's not him. It's Kevin! I called up Kevin, I was like, yo, what's up? He's like, just chilling. I was like, wanna float down the other river in a giant bowl of ramen? Like, yeah, I'll be there in 30 minutes. Is that how he's here?
That was it. That's ramen. Wow. I didn't think it actually looked like it, but it's really good. We're gonna spin like crazy, like the Disney teacups.
So I didn't even think about the fact we're gonna spin so much, but when we floated down in the flamingo, whenever you hit anything, you just start spinning, and the flamingo is not a perfect circle. So the second this touches anything, we're gonna start spinning and never stop. I'm gonna throw up on you, Kevin.
Yep, I'll be good.
Because like I think if we were in the channel right here, we'd stay in the channel just because we're like at least 4 inches underwater. You know what I mean? So
You might hit the edges, but it would like spin.
Yeah. Dude, we'd be going so fast right here.
This is where you kickflipped it, yeah?
I think it was this way more. I'm trying to figure out where to get in.
I did not miss the smell of this river.
At all. I don't know. I really don't know.
I mean, you could just keep going and like, we can't get you out, you know?
I just want, because if we fall out, we can't grab onto the edge. You know what I mean? We're just gonna float without any sort of flotation.
So you'll just be like trying to swim out and being dragged along the bank.
Even if we like hook it onto the side, we're no.
The nervousness is kicking in. There's so many things I didn't take into consideration. Like, how do we get in without flipping? If we flip, what do? We can't stand up. Once we fall over in this, we're going down. We're just floating down like with our bodies. It's too fast to stand up, it's too deep. It's like, what do we do if we fall out? When we fall out? How do we stop? How do we stop ourselves from spinning? How do we get in? I don't get how Kevin's just nonchalantly walking around. I'm over here stressing. Look, this is literally right where I kickflip it. Look, this is the Bondo. That means it's a sacred ground. That means that it'll welcome us in, right? Maybe I'll find my skateboards.
I hope not, dude, because that means you're in the water.
That means we're in Long Beach somewhere. It's cold, it's getting dark. We don't know where we're gonna end up. We planned all of this very well, except for the actual part of the video where we float. I don't know what's gonna happen within the next hour.
It's gonna suck really hard. Dang.
Now it's hitting him.
One of the worst ideas I've ever been a part of. Hands down.
It seemed really cool when we were building it.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so hard to get out.
Let me see the bottom of your feet, Kevin.
I put duct tape. See?
Do you think it's a bad idea to have my phone with me?
Oh.
No.
What?
Whoa, we were so close to tipping.
Are we not close to tipping right now?
I mean, kinda.
Oh no! Oh no! We're spinning already! Oh god. Okay, no, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. This is fine. Oh no! Oh! It's working! I am controlling the bowl! I am Ramen Man! I am the creator of the world's biggest bowl of ramen! This is the best moment of my life! I have no idea how we're getting out!
Big rat.
Oh, hey, look at that rat. There's something coming up here. Coming up. Full handle machine. Don't throw him out there, dude. Throw him out there.
I don't throw up.
We made it into the fucking river in a giant bowl of ramen. Kevin, high five. I didn't think we'd be able to do it. Oh! I almost just flipped us. I don't know where to go. Oh, we're gonna hit the edge soon. We're gonna start spinning. No, we're good. I'm surprised we're not spinning as much as I thought we would.
We spun a lot in this.
In the beginning, I thought we were fucked.
I don't think you can see us.
Yay! This is such an insane feeling. This is insane. We built this, and we're floating down the LA River in it. And it's a giant bowl of ramen.
This is what LA people do at the weekend.
What you do last Wednesday? Oh, you know, I built a bowl of ramen, floated down the river. The wind's blowing at approximately 7 knots on a southeastern swell. Oh yes, gorgeous day. On the left here, you'll see the local train. On the right here, you'll see the local wall. The floor is dry for the most part too. The floor got like a little wet when we first went in, but...
I am so surprised this floats so well. I can't believe it. Helicopter.
There's the LAPD. Those are the cops. That's a sheriff right there in the sky in the helicopter.
Yeah, he's turning, dude. Oh.
They're on to us. truck. That's where the LAPD choppers land. One's taking off right now. This is going downhill, boys.
Look, look. Say hi to the cops.
I'm gonna straighten this out. We're good. God damn it, here we go again with the spinning. I've eaten so many bugs. I'm starting to feel sick.
Oh, dude.
Oh! That was almost it, Kevin. We almost capsized. You see me at Hollenbeck? This is my new home now. This is where I belong. The rest of eternity. It's all so smooth until we hit the edge. They don't even comment on the fact that I'm floating on the river in the bowl of ramen. They're like, oh, I've seen you at the skate park before. Not even like, what are you doing? Yeah, get a kickflip. Hey, that was a good one. Where do we go, Captain?
That way.
I will turn that way. Oh, land ho. Never mind, that's just a normal hoe. Oh! They just stabbed.
You gotta throw it out, Garrett.
Throw it now?
Yeah.
Got it, got it, got it. Don't get
Wait,
pulled
wait,
in.
wait, wait, wait.
Oh, Kevin's gonna die! Kevin's gonna die! Oh!
Holy shit. Oh shit.
Oh! Oh! Shit. Hold the GoPro, hold the GoPro, hold the GoPro. I got it, I got it, I got it. Oh! I don't know if you guys should see it on camera, but we tried to pass the rope over. Kevin's like this. Kevin's behind the rope. It's just pulling in on him. I thought he was gonna die. Then I got on this wood, chopped all of our ankles off. We flew up. Oh my God, dude. Oh, fuck, dude. The last 3 videos I filmed with Gabe, 3 or 2. Every single video we're like, dude, I'm so glad we never have to go back to the LA River.
Yeah, fuck this place.
I floated on the LA River before, and it's an adventure, okay? But usually you're like bumping shit, you're spinning, you're thinking about falling over. It's like the smoothest ride I've ever been on. Like literally we stayed centered, dead center the whole time. Occasionally we'd bump the edge and spin for a little bit. Super easy to correct it. Oh, imagine slip out and lose the board and move. Oh no! Let me use your board. How's it going? I mean, I'm gonna be honest, you know, I wanted to have faith in it, being the fact we put so much time and effort and money into it. But coming down here, I was just like, this video is gonna be, you know, 10 minutes of building it and then flipping and drowning. Oh, oh, you get that? It's got my brain knocked out. I just want to give one more formal thank you to JR for literally making this possible.
It was a great idea. Had a blast doing it.
He has his own YouTube channel and Instagram of pretty much how would you define your channel?
Trampoline stunts. And
Crazy trampoline stunts.
Building things around trampolines.
I don't have words enough to thank him. Like, he made this video happen, so thank you.
Yes!
I don't really know what could have gone better, to be completely honest. It's pretty much best case scenario.
Definitely works so well. I'm tired.
I floated down the LA River in a fucking bowl of ramen.